Mike, the day after last night's final, commiserations obviously on the defeat. How do you, reflect on the performance last night and the overall tournament for the Black Caps?
Yeah, I'm really proud of the way that we went about things. I think the whole tournament we stuck to our processes and put ourselves in with a chance to win the final. I think we scrapped really hard in the game last night and just weren't quite able to get over the line. It's obviously very disappointing to not get the result, but we can be hugely proud of the efforts throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, you mentioned it was a bit of a scrap. It was a bit of an arm wrestle at times. From the batting performance, obviously a really strong start from Rutch and a real gritty innings there in the middle from Darryl to lay a bit of a platform for you to finish there at the end. What were the overall thoughts at half time heading into that second innings with the score that you put on the board?
Yeah, we obviously got off to a great start. Rutch continued his great form from throughout the tournament, and then I think the work that the guys did through the middle was great to be able to give us a platform to launch from. I think we maybe 10 or 15 runs short, but we were happy enough to have something to bowl to. I think scoreboard pressure is always a thing in finals cricket, and we were happy enough with 250 on the board.
And obviously India made a pretty strong start to the chase. Obviously Rohit went pretty hard at the start there. At the drinks break it was shown sort of Mitch was having a bit of a chat with the guys and there was a bit of a huddle. What were the words that he kind of shared with the team? Because the guys came out after that and obviously got those 2 quick wickets and really fought back. Yeah,
I think it showed in our innings how hard it was through the middle, and I think we were just talking about just trying to take the game deep, and you never know, if you had 2 wickets to a score it looks completely different. So they obviously got off to a great start with Rohit playing the way that he did, but yeah, to try and just keep restricting, and it's always hard to chase in a final, and I think we showed that our character to just stay in the battle and keep trying to take the game deep.
Yeah, talking through that Virat Kohli wicket, you looked pretty fizz with that one.
Yeah, it was first ball, so I was just trying to land it and then managed to hit the pad, so I was pretty excited. I guess the moment maybe got the better of me a little bit and got a bit carried away, but that's all part of the theatre of sport. It's when you get a wicket, and especially a big wicket like Virat in the chase, you get pretty pumped. So yeah, certainly feelings of excitement there.
Cool, and the guys keep getting put under pressure, obviously wickets, and then new batters will come out and continue the Indian chase. How proud are you as a senior guy in this group for the fight that the guys showed in a final against the backdrop of a big Indian fan base under pressure in a final? Just keep pushing and keep picking up those wickets and giving yourselves a chance.
Yeah, I think it's what we pride ourselves on as a team, is never giving up and fighting all the way to the end. We talk about scrapping and doing it the hard way. It's certainly not something that we want to do, but we're always proud to do it, and you obviously want to just coast to the final and win it easily, but to show that fight and the New Zealand spirit throughout the whole game and throughout the whole tournament really was very special and something that will stick with me for a long time.
Yeah, you've been one of the standout performers of the group in the whole tournament with bat and with ball. You've made that number 7 spot your own and been a real key performer. How pleased with you personally with your overall performance in the tournament, but also in the final, obviously with the bat and the ball, to be able to contribute on the biggest stage?
Yeah, look, it's always nice to contribute towards performances. I think you'd give all that up in a heartbeat for the trophy, but it's nice to reflect on a pretty successful trip here for me personally. But yeah, as I say, it's pretty bittersweet not being able to get our team over the line last night.
Yeah, your Firebirds teammate Rachin Ravindra also had a really good tournament, named player of the tournament. Just a note on his performances throughout the tournament, particularly with the adversity he faced at the start.
Oh look, yeah, we were really worried about him with that free kick incident early on, and then to see the way that he recovered and then came out and just looked like he never left. And yeah, that innings against South Africa in the semi-final was a very special knock. Watching him and Kane bat together was particularly cool and a memory that will stick with me for a long time. But yeah, Rachin just seems to go from strength to strength in these ICC events, and it's really cool to see him doing his thing on the international stage.
Just a note on Mitch Santa as a captain, as a senior guy in this group. What's it like playing under him, particularly at a big tournament?
Yeah, he's very calm and calculated, I think is a good word. He does a lot of preparation, and he also really backs the guys. Being a spin bowler himself, he really knows when to utilise the spin options, which is a massive advantage for me personally, but also I think for the team as well. And then just a great guy, and just backs the guys in the group to do the job. And I think we saw that throughout the tournament with different people stepping up at different times. We never relied on one person to get the job done, and it was great to see, I guess again, a bit of a Kiwi performance, everyone just sort of mucking in and doing their role when required.
And just finally, you mentioned that Kiwi performance, that grit, that determination. The team's faced a fair bit of adversity on this tour, obviously losing 2 pace bowlers at the start of the tournament, obviously Rutchin's injury, Matt Henry before the final, and obviously all of the travel as well. How proud are you as a leader again of the group, having faced up to all of that adversity and to have had such a successful tournament?
Yeah, look, injuries are part of sport, and it's something that obviously you don't want to happen, but they do inevitably happen. And I think the way that we've just got on with it as a team, I think has been testament to the group. Obviously losing Matt last night was devastating for him personally, but also for us as a team. He's a very valued member of the side and leading wicket taker of the tournament. Who knows what would have happened if he was available, but you can't dwell on that too much. As I said, injuries are part of sport, and frustratingly they're a part of sport. And I think the travel is something that we're used to as international cricketers. It's one of the great challenges is flying around the world and trying to adapt to different conditions, and I think we've done that really well as a group, and it's something that holds us in good stead moving forward as well.